Alright, welcome back to another Art Time episode, where today we are going to be drawing the Lunar Amethyst Anklet. A equipment accessory piece, whatever the hell you want to call it, in the Elementals Reborn universe. So before we begin, as per usual, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and now let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, so we're drawing an anklet, and it's probably going to be a relatively quick drawing. Today is Sunday, and this is probably the day this is getting posted regardless, so yes, today is Sunday, and you know what that means? Vacation over, unfortunately. It kinda sucks, really. But hey, I got a lot of stuff done with. I've got all that I wanted to get done with. And here's where we stand right now. And whatnot. So, yeah, that's great. Let's see. So, there's not too much left in August that we have to do. And unfortunately, there was so much that I had to do that I didn't have enough time to work with Reaper's Studio. Which is fine. It's fine. It's just, kind of wish I had more time to work with it. But I have some time, still. Technically speaking, I've got more than enough time when it comes to... Oh, wait a minute, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing... Well, technically, I shouldn't be doing that either. Technically, I should be doing this by pieces here. Well, anyway, Anyways, we are going to probably be getting some Reaper Studio time in... probably every Saturday. It depends on, with what we've got to do here. And how long it's going to take for us to get all of that stuff done with. Guess I could just do this. It shouldn't take me too long to get the hang of a system like that. Whoops. Right, of course. Hold on. You need to get out of the way for a quick second so that I can do this. There we go. And, so long as we keep up with the tutorial and whatnot, theoretically speaking, we shouldn't have too many issues getting this done with. Question mark? I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens. As it stands right now, there's still much that needs to get done. Well, not... Oh, whoops. For crying out loud. Did that go down? Frickin' hate when I fat finger something when I meant to frickin' press 8 or 2 or whatever the fuck I meant to press. Also be great if that can go up a little bit more. But, yeah. We got ourselves... I guess I could lay out the plan for ye. Because we got ourselves a plan here to work with. This right here, we got ourselves this drawing. And then we've got ourselves... the Shinra and Astar drawing crossover that I want to make. That's another thing that I want to make out there. That'll be the last fan art drawing of this limitation period, that's for certain. Oh, I probably should have done this, shouldn't I have? Hold on. Redo. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. And then, that's this week. Next week will most likely be Cadillac, which is a cat and a Cadillac. Animals drawing. And then the crossover drawing that I have in mind of a certain set of characters. I gotta, go on ahead and talk to the creator of that DeviantArt, even though it's he makes this particular type of art that I'm making here. So I feel like they should be fine with it. But it's always good to want to ask for permission in that particular department. Let's see, what else is there? After that, I don't know exactly. Okay, why can't I grab this fucking line here? Oh my fucking god. Alright, down one, you piece of shit. I'll move you back. Or not. Oh, wait, there it is. And now we can move this piece of crap back. Alright, good, great, fantastic. Anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the nonsense that this freaking system has on occasions. We're gonna go on ahead and get that crossover drawing done with, provided we get the permission, which I feel like we should, because I have seen people draw those two before. So I feel as though we should have no issues in that department, but we'll find out soon enough, shall we? Then after that, there's the Void. Yeah, the Void's next. And then we got the Burst Cat, followed lastly by Tasha and her group. Those 7 girls. We're going to draw them in a nice, safe word drawing, which is going to be a pretty big one, so we're going to have to start it early. So we got ourselves the Void and the, what do you call it, that's up next. Burst Cat, which shouldn't take us too long. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but I feel like we should be good. Emphasis on feel like we should be good. Alright, so this is an amethyst gemstone cut. It's going to be in an anklet of some form. It's a, I don't know, a gravity-based thing that I've got in mind for this. Let's see. How is this going to look, you may ask? I'm not sure. We're making an anklet here. So I think what we need to do, first and foremost, is get the baseline set. Then we get the rest of it set. Preferably the gemstone slot. That would be good. And like that. Maybe a little bit to the left. Anyways, yeah, new limitation period starting up soon. And then that's where we're going to have to make sure that we draw 10 drawings a month. 12 if you count the, what do you call it? The, Patreon drawings. And potentially 13 if you count the occasional Minecraft ROTC edition seasons. That much, you know, new ones. Every 24 episodes, we get ourselves a new thumbnail. Which, given what we have and how much progress we've made so far on the foundation, you don't know what that is yet because that part hasn't come out yet, unless it's the future, in which case it's already come out. But the foundations, yeah, like we're like halfway done, and we have to take an episode intermission to try to get a new shovel. So we need to get ourselves an iron deposit area. Oh yes, another iron chasm. So that we can get all of the iron that we need, smelt it, and then get all the experience from the blast furnace after they're done smelting and whatnot. And yeah, it's a lot that we have to do there. Shush. Cat's still in heat, but I think she's getting out of it soon. Alright, anyways. So, yes. There's a lot that we've been doing in Minecraft. For the 2.5-hour episodes that we've got going there. I say that's a healthy amount. Considering that I have no clue what is going to go on with frickin' the stupid job, and it's good to want to have some time left over for certain things and whatnot going into the weekends. That's going to be a frustrating instance that we're going to have to worry about. The overtime nonsense. Yes, all that nonsense. Nobody likes it. Why would anybody like it? The only people who wants it is those that need the money badly. Forced to have to work more hours than they should need to work because of that nonsense. It really is frustrating sometimes, I must say. Well, we got ourselves some time before Game Crafters becomes a series. We've still got time. So I'm going to try to use this month of August, and with what time I have to learn a little bit more about Reaper Studio. I feel like that's like the best studio I can try to like go for. I don't know much about making music, and my only experience as of now is in Dream, PS4. So we'll see what happens. I feel like we shouldn't have too many issues with this, mayhaps. But we'll see what happens. So, yeah. Something stupid happened last week that finally made me go on ahead and get myself a Crunchyroll subscription. Any of y'all know what's going on with HBO Max? A lot of stuff. And I don't think this coincided with what I was, like, watching, which was Inuyasha. But, it definitely does contribute to it by a little bit with what they are doing to that site as of recent. And, like, on the day I was looking and, you know, because I watched it not too long ago, an episode. I've watched an episode not too long ago. Next thing I know, boom, vanished without a fucking trace. Again, for the second fucking time. Technically, I think it's the third time, but the second time I wasn't watching the show yet, and I was like, that seems interesting, I might go for that. And then I looked for it again, and I'm like, oh, it's gone now. Well, that's just fucking wonderful. And then I just switched on over to Inuyasha, and now it's gone again, and you know what? I said, screw it. It's just time for me to go and get a Crunchyroll subscription. Why not? So I did. I got that, and now I'm watching it. It's unfortunate that we might not be able to see a few things on Toonami because of stupid Sony, but now with a Crunchyroll subscription, we might be able to watch it, hopefully. I hope that's the case, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot is still left for us to do. I'm watching one show right now, so we'll hold off on it for a little bit while longer. But, yeah. This right here is kind of annoying. Happening 2 times right now with this godforsaken show removed without any warning or whatnot, telling me, oh, hey, that show's about to, like, be removed from here. But that's fine, because we got 100 episodes in Crunchyroll as opposed to 53, so, yes, an upgrade, I do say. And also, maybe we can watch some more anime off of that. Or at least the ones that are dubbed. I don't want to read and watch something. I want to, like, focus and pay attention to it. Especially if I'm, like, eating dinner. I want to at least, like, be able to look away for a little bit during, like, a talking scene and eat. Instead of having to, like, have eyes glued to screen and continue watching. Because that's what I do when I get home from work. Eat dinner and I have that on and I watch that while I eat. And that's how I do it. Can't exactly do that with, you know, subs. But, yeah. Yeah, that is what happened. I'm not entirely too sure what's going on with HBO Max, though. And part of me is worried about that Harley Quinn show being removed. We've only got 4 episodes out right now. I watched them all. But if they remove that, so will me God. A lot of people aren't going to be happy about it. It's a good show, too. Not bad. So it'd be annoying if they removed it. That's the problem with most of the people in power. They're too stupid to realize when a good show is a good show, and they just remove it because profit's all about the profits. But if you're making profits off of something and it's not big, does it matter? You're still getting your monies back. I don't know, business is annoying, and I really feel like business just ruins everything for consumers. This is why I kind of would like for there to be a case where we don't have to worry about money in the future. Where we can all just focus on our hobbies and make our passion project and whatnot. But as it stands right now, with money being the finite thing that controls basically everything in entertainment, game and show and movie-wise, not a lot of passion projects can be made because of all this money crap. And while there might be some good stuff out there because it's already a passion project for some people, others aren't so fortunate and they get fucked over by the people that owns the IP. Which I guess the smart thing to do would not be to sell your own IPs to a company, because you know what they're going to be like. They're going to be like, well, you can't use this anymore, and you don't use it the way we want you to use it. I'll be like, no, that's not what I'm going to be signing up for. I'm going to be like, nope. Don't get me wrong, the money is tempting, but I want all full control over my own creation. I don't like the idea of signing away my own creation just because you guys want to be greedy and take over everything that I created. That's what I imagine that's like half the times. You'll think, oh, maybe they would learn from their lesson, and then they run the frickin' thing that they're doing, or they have in the ground, and those who enjoyed it will never see it again because companies just like, well, we fucked it up, but we're going to blame it on you, your creation, say that the creation can no longer be made and whatnot. And then we're just gonna go on ahead and you're not gonna be allowed to make any more of it, even if it's for free and whatnot. That's what I can't stand. You can't just take away somebody's creations and whatnot. I meant to say creations. You can't just take away their creations. That's a big move. So we'd always have to make sure that the contract signed makes it so that we can still make money off of our own creation and whatnot. Because having to do it in the way that it is now is just kind of a dick move. So, yeah. Unlikely that's going to happen immediately. And we're going to have to deal with that, like, soon. But it's something that we might have to deal with in the future, provided I get lucky enough to get any form of recognition. But, yeah, that's... that instance aside, it's still the fact that HBO Max is falling greatly, canceling a lot of originals and whatnot. Not a lot of people happy. A lot of jobs being, taken away from the masses and whatnot. I mean, what can you do at that point, right? All the jobs that you had and creations that you made, gone now because of this one decision from Stupid Decisions. Wish I knew what that was like. Oh wait, I do. I too work for a company that makes stupid decisions sometimes. It feels like half the times they don't know what the hell they're doing. Even more so, one of the acting plant managers who was a quality manager apparently quit. So now we don't have a plant manager again. I don't know who's going to be temporary, or temporarily taking their position. All I know is that, well, the place is falling apart at the seams, and I have to go back to it tomorrow. Wish that wasn't the case. Wish I could just go on ahead and take an even longer vacation, you know? Relax for a little bit longer, create more and whatnot. I mean, if I could take another vacation, I already got everything I needed to get done with for the month, and the only thing left now is the 2 weekly drawings, which we do have to do within the week. So yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to do a little bit of, what do you call it here? Maybe bring it like this. No, maybe not that far. Maybe like this. Tiny bit. And they're going to be in the air. In the air, flying and whatnot. For a few reasons or other. Now then. I guess we'll focus on the anklet first. So, amethyst. Should I make my own color here, or do I want to use the other amethyst? Well, let's see. No, not utilities. New universe, Elementals Reborn. Would be symbols, right? Yeah. And this is Zephyr. And that should be Amethyst, right? Yep. Man, I'm tired. Alright, so, Amethyst. I don't know what else to talk about right now. Many things have been finished. The Patreon drawings are done. Episode 7 of Adventurous Army is already out. It's been out for like a few hours now at this point. A little bit more, maybe? Not sure. But it's been out for a while, regardless. So yeah, if anybody on YouTube wants to check that out, go on ahead, check it out. I won't spoil what's in it. Just know that it's an interesting one. Nothing massive happens here. I mean, we get ourselves a little, like, you know, that kind of scene that goes on in mature stuff. But that's essentially it. Anklet number 3. But still interesting nonetheless. We get a little bit more information about Nezumi. Well, not information, but we get a little interaction with Nezumi, who is quite a freaking character, that's for certain. Obviously not the good girl in this scenario. Amethyst 1F. Wait a minute. Oh, it's 1C, never mind. I'll move that up to here. There we go. Maybe I do this instead. It's a simple one. We're not out here making massively complex drawing. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm calling that Amethyst when that should be called an Anklet. You fool! It's fine, I can fix that. Control 1D. F. No, that's an E we need. And that's an F. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, right. Yeah, I guess I could do that. So, anyways, I'll call that one 2A, actually. We are getting quite close, though, to the day where Game Crafters gets published. Not as close as I'd like, but we are getting close. Let's see now. It's the 7th. The first episode will come out on the 31st of this month, of course. So, yeah. Can't wait to see how that's going to play out. I gotta definitely do like a remember of how to do certain things. But that shouldn't be too big of an issue. But what I'm probably going to do at work is try to remember how I did most things. Just talk about some things and how I'm going to do some creation-based stuff and whatnot. Definitely need to make sure that we got like the sound effects stuff from Reaper Studios figured out. That's something we're going to need to do, that's for certain. And then after that, well, once the last Saturday of August comes around, then we're going to go on ahead and make the series. Make the episode, the first episode. Don't know how long the first episode's going to be, but it's going to be of a decent length. Probably like 3 to 5 hours, maybe. We'll see what happens. Leg. Alright, this part should be easy. No, that's the wrong one. Put that here. Put that here. Alright, and now for the shoes. Probably going to be like a nice red color. Yes, sure, a nice red color. I do not need to save this. Oh, hey, look at that. 6055. I'm going to see if I can even do anything in this game here, because I set up that there notifications to remind me of this. Oh, no. With the amount of time that's left, we're not going to be able to get enough energy for that. I'll leave that here, though. I'll leave that there. Look off to the side, make sure. You know that game I talked about a while back called Crush Them All? In case you want to get like a reminder of what's going on here. Can't really see it. This thing right here. We found a tactic, a technique, that utilizes a character that's supposed to be really good for PvP by the name of Sorrow, but we only use a full red team here, so we don't use her. And we found out that, hey, we can go on ahead and bring her attack range up high enough to be able to, you know, attack the boss without having to actually go close to them. EQ. Christ. Lunar Amethyst Anklet. Although now that I think about it, it's supposed to be lunar, and there's barely anything lunar related here for this one. What if... But what if I would have put crescents to the side here for extra decoration? Yes. This is where that's supposed to be. Anyways, yes, crush them all. We figured out the amount of attack range we needed to ensure that Sorrow can attack the boss without having to worry about getting hit at all. And right now she's like, what? 4 2-star? 4-star, 2 crystal stars, and whatnot. And here we are over here with, what was the number? Oof, 87. At least we're in 87th place, so long as that doesn't get moved. We got 38,096 trophies, because we were able to take on the boss without having to worry about getting hit and losing all the heroes immediately. It's the only way we can do this, because you need a crap ton of high-level artifacts if you want to survive like very high levels, or do enough damage to a high level to be able to get past it. And then you'd need to have a tactic that freezes the boss so it can't attack. And then, boom, you're basically going into this with RNG. Whereas in this instance, there's no RNG involved at all. All it simply is that we just need to go in, have her do her thing, and then get out. It's perfect. And we ensure that our team's even further in the lead in most things. Look, we're in freaking... Well, I can't show you it. But we're in 20th place, which means we're going to get 40 flues. I'm in 87th, so I'm going to get 50 flues. And that's 90 in total. That's the highest I ever got. But it looks like from the amount of time that we have left in the Slayer boss, even if we could get one more attack in, it's not going to be enough to give us an extra 300, which would be good, but considering where I'm at right now, I'd say we're fine. Yeah, we're at 89 energy, 1 minute left, not enough time for it. But hey, we did pretty good. Did pretty good. All because we utilized a character that should be used for PvP for range only, not flused properly at all. Most people will see that and be like, what the hell? Wait a minute. Forgot about that. Bull crap. And then they just see me with a high Slayer boss rank, and I'm like, well, you chose that over PvP, which, you know, is fine by me because I can't stay in PvP. Yep. 15 seconds left. Still got 10 more energy to regenerate. Not enough to be able to get that. We did all that we could. And which is good, because we did do a good amount right here. Did do a good amount indeed. And there we go. It ended. Awesome. So we did good. 87th, 90 flues in total. That's great. That's fantastic. And it's good that now we can fully keep up with the guild a little bit more. Although that's not to say that, you know, there's the whole instance here with... Oh, for crying out loud. Would you select this thing, you piece of shit? Because not many people are at 30,000. I think some people are still struggling and have to bring down the levels of the boss by a lot more. But I don't have to worry about that anymore. Unless IO decides to change some shit out and ruin this tactic that not everybody's going to go for, because a normal person would go for a full-on damage sorrow without having to worry about attack range. Although I think any person who was lucky enough to get like a shit ton of like ruins and have the perfect setup with attack range and all of them and still have a really strong OP defense-wise, I guess that would mean that they would have no issue dealing with the boss as is and attacking that from afar. Which I feel like I probably should focus on at some point, but at the same time, is it really worth it? I mean, we'd be able to do damage to higher level bosses and get us further into the mix and not have to worry about Sorrow taking a single bit of damage. Unbuffed, of course. But at the same time, I'm not entirely too sure if it's worth it. Considering the fact that I focus mainly on fire. Nothing else, just fire, apparently. And that only occurred because of Volca, my cute little Vulcan imp, who's just as strong as she can possibly be. Well, no, she can be stronger now with the freaking new rare runes and then soon to be epic runes that they are deciding on adding soon. So, yeah. Because of that, I focused all on fire for some reason. Again. What are you whirring at? Whoops. Well, anyways, that game aside, I haven't really been getting too much done within, like, the Sonic game. I got 2 finished, as annoying as that fucking was, but at least I got all of the damn, Chaos Emeralds. How the fuck you're supposed to be able to do that in Classic mode, I have no idea. I tried a little bit in 3, but I only went as far as, the first zone, because I still got stuff that I have to do here. Which is fine, because it's gonna just tick me off. I know it is. Old games really are just frustrating. Although, new games are getting frustrating as well. Okay, well, I wouldn't really say new games. The only recent game I've played... What was the recent game that I've played at this point? I don't remember. I know it was Horizon Forbidden West. I still have the finished Dying Light 2. I don't know if that damn bug with the frickin' dialogue has been fixed yet. And I've been meaning to go back to it at some point. And hope that that damn bug is fixed. That's the issue. It's just a broken mess. I don't know if it's fixed yet. And I am very busy and can't get to it at this time. I don't know what I'm going to do after this game, or this drawing, though. I think after I'm done with this, I'm going to take a minor little break. And then I'm going to go on ahead and immediately start working on Shinra and Asta drawing. If we can get that done with soon, I might want to get a head start on that crossover drawing. I think after I'm done with this, I'm going to see if I can get in contact with the person who made 2 specific characters, and see if I can get some information. First off, see if I can draw the characters in a fan art drawing. Not fan art drawing. It's more so portraits. But you know what I mean. Draw those two characters with my own sets of characters. Gonna go on ahead, see if I can get some information if the answer is yes. If the answer is no, then I guess I'm gonna have to try to figure out what I want to place in that section for the portraits. Could be Moon's Sleepy Feet. And we're going ahead and have Yuri there. Not in the drawing, but at least in the story. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we get the crossover drawing. Worst case scenario, we simply go on ahead and just go with the Moon idea, which will take less time, and that would mean that I wouldn't have to really do it immediately, and I can just hold off until next week. But we'll see what happens. The Shinra and Asta drawing is going to take a while, because not only do I have to draw Shinra and Asta, but I also need to draw one of the Infernals from Fire Force, and I don't know, I guess maybe one of the Devils? That would make the most sense, since the Devils do have a prevalent theme. And we have seen Devils in the anime at the moment, so we do know what they look like. And I'm just hoping, for the sake of the frickin' final act, that Yami and Vengeance doesn't get destroyed here, and the Devils never come out. Or the Devils do come out, but those two somehow come out of it alive, and then they're just there fighting the Devils. I don't know yet. I'm just waiting for the final act to be fully made. And I swear to God, whoever the hell's in charge of the freaking, if they decide to remove that from Toonami's grasp, at least hopefully it'll be on Crunchyroll dubbed. So, worst case scenario, I can just go onto there and watch that maybe at the end of freaking Toonami every night, just to be like, hey, they did it, they got the thing. And everybody's like, no, they didn't. I'm like, yes, they did. I get to watch it every freaking night on Crunchyroll because these greedy assholes want to just take everything away from us. Which is fine. The only reason I would still watch Toonami is just, it's always good to want to have something to look forward to at the end of every week. Good thing to get through the week, you know? Just like how we have our anime when we get home from work to look forward to at the end, and eat dinner and all that stuff. Oh, wait a minute, you fool. It's 3 we want, not that. But yes, I hope that's not the case. I guess we'll see what happens. They already did that with freaking Demon Slayer. And what are the chances they're going to do that with what? Black Clover. Kind of annoying. Poke. Alright, anywho's and wits. What is there that I want to talk about? Oh, I finished off all that I could of Ed, Edd n Eddy. Got that all finished off. The only things I couldn't get to watch were like 2 of the specials. 3 of which were already on, or no, 1 of which was already on there. The movie I had to watch from some random website, and then one of the specials, the Hullabaloo one, I had to watch on YouTube of all places. I don't know where the hell the other 2 specials are. One person somehow, year of it being up, or a few, I don't know what the release date for that is, somehow managed to have all of the episodes segmented off, assuming to like prevent them from like taking it down. And I thank them for it, because there's no other way to watch it that I know of. All my sources I've looked up so far has only just said physical DVD release nonsense. For 2 episodes that I just want to get a little bit of a watch in? Are you kidding me? How else am I supposed to watch it? It's like Nintendo doesn't want people playing the old games from way back when, in emulation and whatnot. But the only way to play those old games in these day and age is through emulation. That's it. If you don't have the freaking product at least sold for some form of price, then it would make sense to, you know, let that be emulated. It would make sense, would it not? Alright, before I talk a little bit more into that, let me figure out the background here. So the idea with this is that she's supposed to be flying in the air. But I'm not entirely too sure how I want to have this set up. I got an idea. A landscape. Zoop. Yes, an idea indeed. Well, anyways, they really do need to have some way to allow us to see the old stuff on the surface. Instead of removing the old stuff, give it a home. Instead of just us trying to find it on a pirated site or something. Because there's no other way to find it, and you guys refuse to allow people to watch/play the thing for some reason. People just want to go back to the olden days and relive nostalgia. So why would you prevent them from doing such a thing? I got an idea here. I got a lake here. Lake over here. They got a tree a world tree branch coming out of the thing right here. From afar, of course. I'm not going to draw a world dragon over here. For obvious reasons. And we're going to have a nice moon just in the back over here. That is not the thing I wanted, you fool. Why did you not click on that, you idiot? There we go. The moon would be I don't know, either here or here. But I feel like here's better. So there's the baseline, at the very least. The supposed distant Alpines, which is where she's at right now. Ah, yes, the distant Alpines. Very dangerous place to be in. Especially if you're near World Tree Branch. With the goddamn giant-ass World Dragon over there. I think it was called. I forgot what it was called. I must have given it a name, right? Yep, World Dragon. And that's what it was called. Oh, wait. This is the distant Alpines, and we already got us. Ooh, yes, of course. And when that's helpful. Ground. That's mountain base, roots, grass, iron, dirt. Here we go. Mountain. How many mountains did we have? There's only one mountain base. There's the water, there's the root, iron. Forgot what those were supposed to be. Yeah, I guess it's fine for now. Mountain 1B. I guess what I can do is open up a previous drawing of that. I don't know if I drew this during my time on YouTube. Actually, I don't even know what the hell album this was in. Something about a cape. It wouldn't be here, would it? No. I don't think it would be here. I don't know when this was drawn. It definitely wasn't that long ago. Plasma Rapia, or whatever the hell you want to call that. Was it 43? Ah, here it is, 43. The Vigor Cape, of course. Yeah, this was definitely before anything in that department. I might have shown you this before. I think I did in the New Year's drawing. But this is the distant Alpines I'm talking about. With the World Dragon here and this guy over here. Mountains covered in grass and whatnot. Cool, right. I don't know how I did the iron. I did something with the iron. I just can't remember what exactly. Oh well, doesn't matter. The distant Alpines at night. And I have the drawing to look at for reference sake. Just because. She's flying in the sky above the distant Alpines. However, safe that might be or might not be. Well, that's a question for you to answer. Especially given the size of the branch and that... Oh no, this branch is slightly smaller. Could just be a smaller branch for all we know, but I don't know. Okay, now we got water. That of which is probably not going to have that nice light blue texture. Now that I think about it. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get the sky here and figure this one out. Darker? More blue? Probably. Yeah, that could work. With the moon in the background. Maybe a little bit less blue and a little bit more white. There we go. And now for the water. Which it would look weird like that, but don't you worry, there's something we can do to make it look nicer. Make it a little bit more lighter, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. For now, though, I feel as though we need to focus on the background as is. I'm going to take a brief look at the grass here to see if I did the usual grass texture. I don't think I did with this one, actually. I don't think I actually did the grass texture here. I think what I did for this one was this. I had this. I don't know if it was 10, but it was definitely something along the lines of this. Because you probably wouldn't see the texture from this far up, right? But then what was the green then? Is that grass? Grass 1, grass 2. Not sure. There's like a mixture of both or something. I think for the sake of there being sand in this area, I'll put some sand here. Okay, there's that. Now there's this. More grass still. The mountain. Yeah, the mountain. But I think the grass here should be a little bit darker, so yeah, we'll do that. Make this darker. Go over to here. Same thing here, just make this slightly darker. Maybe some lights at the bottom, but mostly just dark up top. Mountain 1C. Light green, followed by the dark green. Same for Mountain 1D. Light green, followed by the dark green. I think we'll shade and texture everything in this department first before we start doing anything else with it. Light green, and then the dark green. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Before we start adding all the brush stuff in, we're going to shade and texture everything. And then after we've gotten the texture process done with, we're going to get all the bushes and rocks and boulders and potentially trees as well. The small little bits of trees. Because she's supposed to look like she's high up in the air. Not really an easy way to do that without it looking strange and whatnot. So we'll try our best to do what we can before we get to the brush part. And we put a little bit of this right here. A little bit of that. And then a little bit of this. And there's more I can do here bush-wise, but for now we'll leave this as such. Ooh, I can get rid of the blank texture now. Yes. Now that's the moon, you fool. Go to the sky. Make this a bit lighter, but not by that, by highlights. Make the rest of this darker. We'll make this a starry night, no clouds. Go back to the sky again, make a little light outline glow around the moon. And now let's go over to the water. Yeah, I guess that would work. Have a nice little glow there. Now let's go over to this. Texture that water in. I think I could probably do this. No, I can't. Whoops. And there we go. Texture-wise, I'm not sure what I did with that. It looks like most of it is cracks. Which kind of makes sense for some of it. I guess what I can do is this. I'll have some cracked on the bottom, because I think that's what it was. Cracks on the bottom of everything here. That needs cracks, of course. 1C, oops, 1C, 1D, 1E. Now what about the rest? Well, we need roots here, that's for certain. The roots to be dealt with first. I guess what we can do is this. Put this at 3. Or 2, better yet. So it's noticeable, but it's not that noticeable. Deal with this like so. Yeah, the mountains look slightly less solid, which makes sense when you think about it. Whew. Now, top side of the mountain. This side of the top side. And that should take care of that. And now for the sky. Let's bring this to 5, and we'll get a little bit of this throughout most of it. Just a tiny bit, nothing much. Alright, good. We need stars now. Easy enough. Go to here. Get a little bit of stars in. And now 250. And now 400. Just a tiny bit. Nothing too much. Good, great, fantastic. So now that takes care of that, we need to start making the... Let's see. I guess we'll do the boulders first. Is that what I did for this? That's what I did for both of them, actually. Right, angle, jitter, low. Spacing far out. Scatter less. And it's 1,000 is as far as I can go. And minimum diameter should be 30. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, got some rocks. Make the color dynamics 100% that. So that those two colors go out. Opacity jitter. Flow jitter. Rocks. We are quite close, actually, to being finished with this. What the hell? I don't know what that was, but it's more insects that I have to kill. Did I get it? Nope. These insects are annoying. No matter how many of them I kill, they just keep coming back. Less than an hour. Not bad. Alright, boulders. Easy enough, really. Boulders throughout the land. We just have little bits of these rocks and stuff all over the place. There's just giant-ass fields over here. Giant-ass fields. I can't imagine walking through these fields. But, yeah, these fields are pretty freaking big. Fields with giant-ass peaks and mountains and whatnot. Oops. Okay, whatever. I guess I can have this be on the same one, since these two are far apart from each other. And for you, 1C. Wait a minute, I should go down by one more. There we go. Good, great, fantastic. Alright. Now, 20 for you. Not too much now. Rocks 1E. And then these fools over here. Alright, good. I think these are the only bits of trees that we have here. It looks like most of the trees don't have like a high opacity jitter or none at all, really. So now we get the trees in. The trees, yes, of course. Not a lot, though. Well, this is as far as we can go in that department. I mean, how else are you supposed to make trees very far away from here, right? Well, there is one texture brush that we possess. I'll give that a shot, actually. We'll have some of those as well as these here. Oh wait, that should be 40. Not too many trees, though. It is not a forest. These are the alpines. There are trees. Many, but not a lot. Faraway trees. We're also going to need to get the, what do you call it here, done with at some point. The iron. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. No clue how the hell that's going to work. And I think we should have some 30s here. Why not? One more set of trees. Oh, the frickin' roots didn't take hold there. Are you kidding me? God, it's so annoying when that happens. The only downside to this goddamn texture brush is sometimes it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Really? What the hell? Why are you opacity 10, you idiot? There, about as good as I can make that look. Okay, there's one more tree I want to try out here. Where did I put it? It's gotta be up around here, right? Ah, here it is. Yes, of course. But how does this look? That is the question. Space it out. And everything's about where it needs to be, so, yeah. Maybe this one needs to be more brown. I could probably have it take the look of the root. And instead I can give it Not this, but a brightness jitter of 10% maybe. Some trees gone of their, what do you call it? Not a lot, just enough. Just a little bit throughout multiple areas here. Maybe that one could be a little bit more of the tub. Bring that to 30. These trees without their little, what do you call it here? They're not going to look as good. And from afar, well, yeah, it is a lot further away. So it's not going to be that noticeable. Alright, now that everything here is set, let's go on ahead and try to shade in most of this stuff. And like that, we have ourselves a bunch of trees. I feel like I should try to do a little bit more to this slot here. Just a little bit. Make it look like the root's going above that, kind of. Kind of difficult to, like, do that with the two different types that we've got. But we can do. Let's see here. Rocks. Alright, the rocks. Those are the rocks that are kind of in the ground. But those are generally easier to deal with, I think. Alright, let's see. Rocks here should be somewhat darker. Up top should be a little bit brighter. Down here, bright, dark in some areas. And here, not sure. Most of the shadows are going to be doing their thing here. Let me get a good look on this for a quick second here. Oh wait, I think I know what that was. Yeah, I think I know what that was, the iron. I think I tried doing it once before, but I think I might have done it wrong. Where was that? The only other place that we had the distant alpines in was the creature overview, and that was where exactly? I think it was 47. Here it is. But we can barely see much of anything in that department. Small bits and pieces and whatnot. So, yeah, maybe it's fine. Maybe we didn't do that. So we can do this then. Remove the angle jitter. Bring this in more. There is 2. The other dynamic, bring that in. Less scatter? Question mark? Not sure. Now we just grab the iron here. And just go up here and make some iron spots. How many, though, is the question? Looks like there's a decent amount, but I don't think we did it fully like that. I think it was like a mixture of 50-50 in the flow department. Maybe not 50-50. What did I do exactly? 10-10? Is that what I did? With the flow is a little bit more difficult to see, so maybe 20-20. Or with the jitter. The flow and opacity jitter is a little bit more difficult to see. So 20-20 might be what we need then. Let's rotate this, have it go in that direction. Yes, look at all that iron. Very dangerous iron to go and get, that's for certain. Given the way this entire land works. You don't want to grab this iron. Stepping foot in this place is surely to be your demise. And I guess that's the issue that we got with that. I don't remember what this is supposed to be. And we got these little iron splotches here. That's throughout most of the mountains, like so. And here. And then that. Then this. A little bit more iron here. I will say, though, the amount of iron that resides within these mountains is abundant. Extremely abundant. And man, this place in Minecraft would be getting a shit ton of iron, man. But then you'd have to deal with the world dragon. And the only dragons that we know of in Minecraft outside the Ender Dragon is the modded Fire and Ice Dragon. Which is way bigger than that. Way bigger than that. This world dragon is. Tier 5 dragon up against the world dragon? That tier 5 dragon is going to get one shot. You see how big that tier 5 dragon is in the background of this drawing right here? That's a tree. That's the size of a tree, a normal old tree. And it's still, and that's the mountain across this lake, and it's still bigger than that. This giant-ass behemoth, trust me when I say that there's not enough damage in Minecraft and any mods that would be able to destroy that thing. Those things are meant to be indestructible, giant behemoths that are able to take a lot of damage. Of course, I don't know like the exact limits of it. But this dragon, the world dragons, they're definitely not something to sneeze at. They will rip you up, spit you out, and toss you all across the land. The alpines will grow another set of trees and bushes in place of your corpse. Because that's what they'll do. Not a sight to behold, that's for certain. Definitely something you want to avoid at all cost. What's even more so funny is that this dragon, the size as it is more than comfortable enough than being on the top and sitting next to a very famous area with the world tree's roots sticking out. Let's see, leaves. Definitely interesting, to say the least. Alright, so this is a different root. Will it have branches? I don't know just yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. For now, though, that looks like it's supposed to be that color. Because it's shaded in and the color looks different due to the fog and whatnot. So we're going to get some of these leaves in. Now, granted, all of the world tree roots don't exactly have world dragons on them, all of them. There are some world tree roots that are dragon-free, but nobody really knows, and those who find out are more liable to die before they can even tell people about this location, that the dragon's not in. And even if, they do find there's no dragon there, who's to say the dragon's just not, out in the alpines looking for food to eat? They nest here, gathering more mana from the world tree's roots. But when they need to consume food, well, they're going to be going out there and doing their thing. And there's no way to know whether or not they are not living there or if they are just elsewhere. Even so, if you see a world tree root, that means you want to avoid that at all cost. Unlike the world tree roots is all around the alpines either. I don't know how many world tree roots are exposed in the world. I'll have to come up with that number when I'm making the world map. That one's going to be interesting. Somewhere in October is where I'm going to have to make the world map. October is going to be a very busy month. I gotta make the world map of Elementals Reborn, which is kind of important. Good to want to have like a little world map to show off the entire place and whatnot. Try to mark off important locations and whatnot. Something we want to try to do. And not only that, we got to make the 5th episode of Nova Guardian, which is going to be 5th episode of Nova Guardian, which is going to be a little bit tricky due to the amount of characters that I have to make. That's going to be big. It's a big episode. Well, all of them's a big episode, but this one has a lot more work that needs to be put into it. And then there's the start of Elementals Reborn after the landscape, or the world map is finished. Although, that's slightly less complicated, because I only gotta draw, like, I think maybe 2 people here, and a dragon. Yes, the spoilers, but the first episode will showcase a red dragon. Because why not? It's good to show off the character's strength immediately. Wyverns are meant to be powerful, not easy to take down. And I want to show off Gwyneth's strength. At least make you think that she's, like, very strong. But she is strong. But not the strongest. Just because you're strong doesn't mean you're the strongest. It just means that you're stronger than the average person. And can do way more than most. Oh, I forgot to color that in. It's fine. Don't matter. We can do that, no problem. But yes, that's going to be an interesting episode, to say the least. Not going to be too complex, and it's only 22 minutes long. So story-wise, shouldn't take too long to make. Plus, I think October is a 9-drawing month, so all we need to do is get 1 extra drawing done with, and boom, we're done. Although, to say the least, it's still a lot of work. That's like, that's still 12. Technically 3 extra drawings. 1 for DeviantArt, 1 for Patreon. So yeah, still much ahead of me that needs to get done with. Still a lot. Yep, still a lot. But hey, it's not going to be that bad. We do have a lot of time, hopefully. Might take a little bit of a vacation week on the month of November with, what do you call it, Thanksgiving. Hopefully I can. I see no reason for me not to be able to, right? Sparkles. We'll see what happens, I don't know. Worst case scenario, we'll just take it somewhere in October or something. But I don't know. I don't know at all. It's a little bit, like, the future, we don't know what is in store for us. What with this dumb job and all. Should I do this 80? No, let's make it 90. 495? That's 5, you fool. 95. If we do that, then we need to make sure that this gets colored in as well. Well, maybe that's the problem. It can still be at 90, but this ground here needs to be a little bit darker to showcase that it's going downwards with the water here. Yes. Oh, and I guess since we are doing this, let me see, 10. What would happen with a radius of 10? No, inverse. I don't know if that actually did anything, so I'll do it a little bit more. There we go. Maybe. I'll do a little bit more. Especially it looks like shoreline's there and doing its thing. There we go. A nice little lake, most likely. Most likely a lake. if I'm being honest with you here. Alright, we're almost finished. Now, I don't know if she's actually flying or not. Amethyst gemstones are capable of reducing gravity or increasing gravity. But for something in the name of a Lunar Amethyst Anklet, I'd like to think this particular anklet might have the ability to allow for the user to fly. Which is not too far-fetched. There's a mana explanation when it comes to being able to fly. Some people can just do it naturally, others need to have assistance to be able to do that. Or assistance to be able to do it indefinitely. They can fly, but they need a little bit extra help to be able to fly more consistently. And who knows, it might also be helping out trying to get some good old, in. Whoops, you didn't do the thing I wanted you to do. So yeah, the Shinra and Asta drawing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to get the outline finished first of all that I need to do. Then hopefully I can look up images of the devils in Black Clover without having to get spoiled about stuff happening in the show. Better be able to. But freaking annoying that Google's like, hey, let me give you a spoiler image of something you haven't watched yet. Fools! But we've seen the devils so far. We know what they look like. Or at least the no-name devils, the ones that don't really have that big of a purpose. So yeah. Indubitably. Alright, let's see. What's next? Fog, yes, of course. I'll get the gemstone glow. Why did I call that shadow rays, you fool? You fool, it's not shadow rays. It's shadows. Alright, well, thankfully we have that taken care of. We already got the thing. I mean, that's good. Reusing old assets. Backgrounds and whatnot. Also good to want to go back into the distant Alpines again. Okay. Night sky. I'm not sure. How's this look? Too dark. How about this? Kind of works going further backwards, so I guess what I can do, I'll have a large majority of the fog up front be light. But is that the color I want for that? I don't know. Wait, what about this? Oh, that's better. Never mind. I'll stick with that. But dark blue? Dark blue could work, but how about a little bit light? No, dark blue. Dark blue, and we'll ensure to delete some of the fog surrounding this part of the moon. Oh, wait. Also, no, not the moon, the stars. Get rid of the stars there. Because I don't think you are able to see stars behind that, right? Right? I don't know. Usually our night skies is pitch black because of all the outdoor lighting that we've got surrounding this town. Let's see. And then we'll go to G. Okay, so now the fog goes back one more, question mark? One more light. I'll have this be behind that mountain. So that would be fog 1D, I think. G, fool. As for the roots, we're going to have one more over here. Again, don't show that. Actually, if I want to go to fog here, so that's bright more. And now, last bit of fog. Fog 1E. Maybe have this one be more purple, so we get that purple hue back. And again, remove that so that's shown. Maybe I can do this. Well, it doesn't really do much, but that's fine. At the very least, makes that darker. Alright, good, great, fantastic. Now I need Lunar Rays. Why not? Or we could call it Moon Rays. And we'll just have that be lighting. This. What kind of color of light should the moon have? A nice light blue? Too light. Blue? Kinda works. Not gonna lie, kinda does work. Although it's gonna be a little bit difficult to try to get this to look right. I guess I can delete some of the interior. The parts that look a little bit off. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, because too much of the rays make the moon a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh wait, right, hold on. Less rays there, less rays there. Delete some of this surrounding that. Or maybe not all of it, maybe like a tiny bit. Hold on. Less light here. Just a little bit, not a lot. And I'll delete some of you and you. Okay. Moonlight. Let's see. Maybe not that much, just a little bit. Because it could probably get rid of some in the middle here. Moon particles. A little bit of this. Going all around the place. Delete it off of the character's body. And then there's moon flares. Vivid lighting. Little bit of flares. Careful not to overstate the flares welcome. Alright, now we gotta get the shadow rays in. Shadow rays. Easy enough. Oof. Another drink. Just finish that up. Don't know just yet. Leave it there for now. Get off of the damn flow. Increase the size of this. Nice little shadow rays coming off. Delete some of that. That's off the character, now off the background. Which I don't think has too much here we gotta worry about. Yeah, not a lot. Oh, but it's got a slope. So it kind of makes this part easy. Well, now I think the only thing left here is just to get the gem glow in. Whoops. Gem glow. But what flavor of glow, you may ask? How about this one? Let's try this. Right, not bad. Not bad at all. Let me go to the shadows real quick. Delete it off of this. And this. And boom. Now, I was thinking Why don't we give her nylons? Whoops, that's the wrong one. That's the erase texture. I want to go to O. What if we gave her nylons? And the easiest way to allow us to determine that that is what that is with the texture. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it's fine. I think. Can you see it? A little bit more to showcase that this is nylons. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody who sees a cloth texture will be like, oh yes, this right here is a pair of nylons or pantyhose or whatever. Plus, the darker white skin makes it look like there is, that thin fabric cloth, see-through cloth, without having to say the same word a dozen times over. It's like, yes, I can see. This is that cloth, that of which many people enjoy, and whatnot. Yes, the effects. Now we get to finish this off with the effects. Okay, let's see. Blue area. Might not be blue, might be less than that. Let's see. Oh, okay, that works. Have a little bit of blue going off of our legs on the side here and here. Tiny bit over in this direction. We're going to have some light blue off to the side over here. How about this shade of light blue? Oh yes, that works. Let me do this a little bit more sensible though. Get a little bit of light blue off of her here. Light blue on the land. Of course, the land needs to have some light blue to make it look good. Hold on a second, don't go too much in that direction now. Gotta keep most of the backside clear of most things, right? Can have some light blue down here if we don't have some already. Alright, now what else? Teal probably would look good. What shade of teal, though, I question? Well, I can barely see that teal, at least in this area, so maybe a little bit darker. Again, I can barely see the teal. However, I just have teal in general. But yeah, teal does kind of make it look a little bit better. Across most of the land, of course. So I'll add the teal on top of the light blue that we've got, and then get some teal over here. There we go. Oops, that's still teal. Go to purple. Now, how is this going to look, you may ask? Well, there's two different purples I could use here. There's this one that barely shows, and then there's this one. Which does show more, but now I'm not sure if I want to go for that. So I guess I'll go for this instead. Have it be most of the sky, so the sky can have some shade of purple to it. But not a lot, just a little bit. Will pink disrupt things? If I use it properly, maybe not. Maybe? It does light up a little bit more of the land, so that's good. We can have some pink coming off the side of her body here. Maybe a little bit off of the top of the foot here. And a little extra pink glow for the amethyst, because why not? Oh, wait, I got an idea. I don't know if I did this or not, but if I didn't, I'll do it again. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right, that's why that looks liney. Amethyst. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I could probably have some aura surrounding her, couldn't I? Yeah, sure, why not? Aura. Maybe a nice light purple aura. 10 for 10. But not a whole lot of aura, just a little bit. Just a little bit of aura, just a tiny bit of aura, to showcase that magic's being used. Or some people are probably going to think that's scent and not aura. But then if they do that, then they'll probably favorite it, because that's the kind of people that would think about that. Now this is aura, folks. Ah yes, a nice purple aura. Not too much though. I don't want the aura to detract from the background. And I think that's it. I think all I need to do now is just work on sepia. And that's the end. Another quick drawing. Nice to have those every now and again. Well, an hour and a half, but still, that's quicker than most drawings, which takes longer than that. Alright, before I get this last one in. Booyah! Jump scared the cat a little. Alright, let's see. Too bright. Too dark. Maybe we'll go for teal. Could work. I just gotta find... Ooh, that looks good. Let me see if there's another one. That looks kind of better. Perfect mix. Gives things a nice blue tint without it changing too much in the background. You can still see it. It's a tiny difference, but it's there. You know, yeah, sure, we'll go for that again. I often find myself going for the usual appearance that most of these things look like. But that's fine. The usual always works, so why change it up when we can just stick with the original, right? And I think that's all. All my tools are set back to natural. And that's it. All right. So there we go, folks. Now, of course, as per usual, with effects, without effects, with effects, without effects. A huge difference, I must say. Although, there's one minor thing that I would like to fix, and that's to reduce the lighting there. So the only light that we have coming off of here is there to make it look like the noon light. So again, with effects, without effects, yada yada yada. There we go, folks. Another drawing done with. So, anyways, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist. And of course, previous episode of Art Time right here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft ROTC Edition. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.